welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today I'm going to be sharing with you some items that'll be available for the July Polish Pickup Rewind. Before we get started, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, you definitely should. I upload new nail polish videos every week. So as you can see, I have a little guest here with me today. This is my dog Lola. I love her so much, but she is being very needy today, super whiny. So I'm letting her run around the nail room. If you hear noises, that's what you hear. So if you're new to Polish Pickup is a monthly shop. It's a collaboration that happens between a lot of different indie makers, and they make a limited edition item around a common theme. Typically the items are super limited edition, and it's really hard to get your hands on items that have been available for past Polish Pickup shops. But July is super special because it is Rewind month, meaning that makers can bring back 2 items that have been available in past Polish Pickup shops. Most makers opt to bring back 2 items, one of which will be available in the Polish Pickup shop. That opens this month on July 1st at 11 a.m. Eastern Time and will be open through July 4th. And then a lot of makers bring back a second item in their own personal indie shops. That's considered the after party, and usually those polishes are available throughout the entire month of July, sometimes the first couple weeks of July, right after Polish Pickup Rewind, and sometimes makers will do special sales, free shipping, that kind of thing too. It's a lot of information to digest and a lot of things to keep track of, what will be available where and all that good stuff. So I will link as much as I can down in the description box. Be sure to check that out. So I kind of have fewer makers to share with you this month, but it's about the same number of polishes since the makers that I am sharing with you, I have, in most cases, 2 polishes from. So I'll try to clarify in the video if I know which shop each polish will be available in, so you know where to go to pick it up. Also, a little disclaimer, a lot of these polishes I've swatched before, so you're gonna kind of see a hodgepodge of different nail lengths and shapes in the video. Hopefully that is okay. All right, we have a lot of items to look at today, so let's go ahead and get into the swatches. So a little bit of a different setup for this month's video. Instead of taking a look at all the polishes in rainbow order, I thought it would be helpful for you to see both offerings that are coming from each brand. So we'll look at both of by Dany Vianna's offerings for this month's Polish Pickup first. This first one is called Starry Sky, and it's described as being a blue sheer base with holographic flakes and a mix of glitters in different sizes, shapes, and colors. Unfortunately, I do not have pricing or cap info for quite a few items in this video. If I do get those, I will put them down in the description box. True to its description, this one has a sheer jelly base. You can see we get not too much pigmentation on that first coat, and for that reason, I am going to show you kind of what it looks like as a topper with a little bit of glitter placement over a gray cream. But on its own, built up in 3 coats, I did still have some visible nail line, even with my nails at the shorter length. However, I thought it was a really soft, kind of ethereal look. And in those 3 coats, you do get a gorgeous blue base color and a really fun, squishy finish. I love that those circle glitters and star glitters kind of look like they're just floating in that jelly base. It's a really cool effect. So this one is packed with glitters. I didn't have any issues getting glitter out, but I did have to do just a little bit of fishing to get some of the stars out. I was pleasantly surprised. I've been playing around with my bottle this time around. This originally released in August of 2021, so it's a few months old, and my glitters have not settled at all. I'm playing around with my bottle right now and getting lots of stars out on my brush, and I love to see it. So here's what Starry Sky looks like in 3 coats with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. You will want a glitter smoother to smooth out those bigger glitters and give it a glossy finish, and removal will be difficult. Pictured are 3 coats of Starry Sky from by Dany Vianna. Returning to the by Dany Vianna shop this month is 1,000 Wishes. This one's described as having a bright blue curly base with pink aurora shimmer. This one's going to be $13 with a 200 bottle cap. This one will be available on pre-order from July 1st through July 24th, and shipping will start on August 20th. On application, this one had a smooth, easy to work with curly formula. Lots of shimmer is packed in there, and you can see it at basically every angle. And it's described as being a pink Aurora shimmer, but of course you get so many more shifts than that. I see pink, I see gold, green, and also like a coppery shift, which all contrast so beautifully against that bright blue turquoisey base. This one is such a soothing color. I love this base color. So here's what it looks like built up in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. This one I would say would be between a 2 and 3 coater for most people. I ended up going for 3. Longer nail lengths will want to make sure they do that, but shorter nails, you might be okay in 2. But check out that shift in the shimmer. So gorgeous. Next, we're going to check out offerings coming back from Glisten and Glow in July. This first one is coming back to the PPU shop, and it's called Cats and Bats. It's described as being a vampy mysterious dark purple, almost black jelly polish filled with iridescent flakes that shift from dark blue to purple, and iridescent flakes that shift from pink to red to orange to green to gold. It's also got added hollow flakes and hollow sparkle, and it's going to retail for $12.50 with no cap. On application, this one has a super squishy jelly base. It builds up pretty quickly. The base color is actually quite dark on that first coat and pretty opaque too, but it really deepens up on the second coat. I found that at this nail length, 2 coats was perfect, but I think longer nails may want a 3rd coat just to get that base color as dark as it is in the bottle. Man, how glowy are those flakes? I need to wear this one again. So here's what 2 coats looks like with a glossy top coat, outdoors in some sunlight. You can see how that hollow twinkles against that dark vampy base, and those flakes are stupendous. They're just so beautiful. Pictured are 2 coats of Cats and Bats from Glisten and Glow with a glossy top coat, and then I also took some matte photos. And coming back to the Glisten and Glow shop this month, and I will try my best. I should be able to link all of the maker sites down in the description box as well. This is Minty Fresh, and it's described as being a white-based curly with mint and blue metallic flakes. It's going to be available from July 5th through July 31st. This one also had a wonderful squishy application. It leans a little bit more curly than the last one we looked at. It looks pretty sheer on that first coat, but it built up to full opacity for me in 3 coats. In fact, shorter nails may be able to get away with 2 coats, but again, if you've got longer nails or a more visible nail line, I think you'll like 3 coats best. You can see it builds up to full opacity for me and has a bright white, but almost because of those blue and green flakes, it kind of looks like a minty or turquoise, lightly tinted white base. Super beautiful. So here is what 3 coats of Minty Fresh looks like with a glossy top coat, and I just adore the combination of the blue and green. It gives me minty vibes for sure. Very fresh feeling on the nails. Another one I just need to wear again. Pictured are 3 coats of Minty Fresh from Glisten and Glow. Moving on to our offerings coming back from Linby Designs. This first one is coming to the Linby Design shop. It's called Prismatic Spring, and it's described as being a cerulean base with purple to pink to yellow to green to blue, shifting shimmer, and linear holographic. This one had a smooth jelly leaning formula and was packed with that shimmery pigment. I found that I needed 3 coats to reach full opacity at my nail length. I was very close in 2, but I did feel like that 3rd coat made it just slightly darker, the base color anyway. So I went in for 3, and this was the finished look. I really like how the purple shimmer, which shows up in bright lighting, contrasted against that cerulean tealy base. So here's what it looks like: 3 coats with a glossy top coat in some lower outdoor lighting, and the sun is about to come out. Oh my goodness, there we go. And when the sun brings out the hollow along with the shimmer, this one is just so shifty and fantastic. All of these, I'm just thrilled, are coming back. They're all so beautiful. Pictured are 3 coats of Prismatic Spring from Linby Designs. And coming to the PPU site in the IPU section of the shop, I believe, is Linby Designs Scent Memory Wax Melt. This one is described as having notes of sweet orange, tangy cherry, and vanilla. And y'all, it's a winner. It is a winner. I smelled this and it was instant nostalgia. I am 95% sure it smells exactly like Fruit Loops. It's either Fruit Loops or Trick cereal, but either way, when I opened this up, oh my gosh, the biggest smile came to my face. It smells like being a kid again, and it's sweet and tangy and delicious. Honestly, I can't really pick out those individual notes. It just smells like delicious breakfast cereal, and the circle glitters in here, it's a whole mood. I love it. And coming back to the polish pickup shop from Linby Designs is Treat Yourself. This one's described as being a deep blurple jelly base with teal to green to blue to purple shifting shimmer, linear holographic, and scattered hollow flakes. On application, this one had a very soft, lightly pigmented base with a lot of shimmer in there. You can see we almost get more shimmer than we do that purpley base color. But as this one builds up, it reaches very close to full opacity for me at this nail length in 3 coats. And again, the purple base is gorgeous, but what I get most in the bright lighting is that blinding green shimmer, and it sure is shifty. So here is what 3 coats with a glossy top coat looks like under direct lighting, and I'm so glad this one's coming back too. It is fantastic. If I look closely, I could see a little bit of nail line in 3 coats, and I think if you have longer nails, you're definitely going to see it, so keep that in mind, but gorgeous, gorgeous shade. Pictured are 3 coats of Treat Yourself from Linby Designs. Moving on to Cuticula, coming back to the Cuticula shop this month is Dreams Take Flight 2.0. It's described as being a navy jelly base with orange to green shifting iridescent glitters, neon orange dots, neon yellow orange dots, and shifting ultra chrome flakes. This one is going to retail for $13 and will not have a cap. And the maker notes that the 2.0 version of this polish has a better jelly opacity. It's not quite as sheer as the original, and it also has more added ultra chrome flakes and a little bit more glitter to give the polish more depth. As you can see, I went in for thinner coats with this one. It just has so much glitter and so many flakes that I didn't want it to build up too quickly and have any dragging, but I was super pleased to see that in 3 thin coats, I did reach full opacity even with this longer, for me, nail length. I recall that being something that happened with the original version of this polish, even when my nails were shorter, that in 3 coats, I still had a little bit of nail showing through. Not with this one. You can see it builds up to a really stunning deep dark blue color, and the glitters contrast beautifully against that deep murky base. So here's what 3 coats looks like with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. Definitely recommend a glitter smoother with this one. Those circle glitters are going to provide quite a bit of texture, and removal will be difficult. Pictured are 3 coats of Dreams Take Flight 2.0 from Cuticula. Also returning to the IPU section of the polish pickup shop this month is a duo of Confection Nail Fortifier creams from Cuticula. These are going to retail for $15 and will be capped at $200, and that's for the duo. So $15 for 2 1-ounce jars. One is in the scent Pink Sugar Heart, and the other is in the scent Moon Prism Power Cake Up. You can see them both right here. So if you haven't tried this cream out before, I'm a big fan. I've actually never received it in PR, but I've purchased it a few times, and I absolutely love it. It's got a non-greasy formula. It really helps nourish the skin, and it doesn't feel heavy or weigh down your skin. It's light and non-greasy. I love using it around swatching time because it helps moisturize the skin around my nails without giving me sticky, greasy fingers. So you can see the ingredients here, lots of nourishing ingredients: aloe vera juice, rosehip oil, vegetable glycerin, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil, avocado oil, castor oil. It does contain lanolin, so if you have sensitivity to that ingredient, do keep that in mind. But the Pink Sugar Heart jar has a sweet scent with pink sugar and fruity sweet tarts. It just smells light and fruity. It's not very overwhelming. If you're not super keen on intense, strong scents, then I think you'll really enjoy this one. It's just slightly sweet. And then the Moon Prism Power Cake Up scent smells straight up like birthday cake. It's got notes of buttercream frosting, and I could tell that without even reading the label. Very sweet, definitely gives me cake vibes. So excited to see these coming to the IPU shop. And then coming back to the polish pickup shop from Cuticula this month is Dragon Glass. Woo woo! It's described as being a blackened amethyst base with shifting glass flakes in blue, green, and pink variances. It's going to be $13 and there will not be a cap. On application, this one had a gorgeous jelly base, which really allows those incredible glass flakes to just shine through. It built up really well for me in 3 coats. After this came out, a few people said they preferred to layer it over a like black cream. And of course you could do that, but I was really pleased to see that even at this longer nail length, I did reach full opacity in 3 coats. You will want to make sure that you let those coats dry down completely though. This is packed with those flakies, so you do risk dragging if you don't let them dry down all the way. But look at that. It's pure magic, pure magic. So here's what 3 coats of Dragon Glass looks like with a glossy top coat. These flakes will never not blow me away. Those of you who regularly watch me know this is not the kind of polish I usually am drawn to, but I am so in love with this one. Pictured are 3 coats of Cuticula Dragon Glass. Returning to the Sassy Sauce site this month is going to be Sea Alice 2.0. It's described as being a turquoise thermal with a strong blue to violet shift, loaded with crystal and UCC flakes that fades to colorless when warm and leaves behind a strong shimmer and twinkling flakies. The 2.0 version adds reflective glitters, which you can see are silver. I was very impressed with application for this polish. Although it has a lot of flakies and all of those reflective glitters as well, it didn't apply super thick, but it had great opacity. I was able to reach full opacity at my nail length in 2 coats. In its colorless state, I could pick out my nail line just a little bit, but there's so many flakies and glitters, it was not super noticeable. So here's what 2 coats of Sea Alice 2.0 looks like with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. You can see on most of my nail, it's in its colorless state. It's kind of like a soft blue. And then on my tips, you get the cold state. Really pretty. And then here is what it looks like all the way in its warm state. Again, it says it's colorless, but it kind of looks like a kind of grayish blue, and it really brings out all of those incredible flakes. And then here is what it looks like under a flashlight. Pictured are 2 coats of Sea Alice 2.0 from Sassy Sauce Polish. And returning to the polish pickup shop from Sassy Sauce is going to be Saffron Sizzle, which is described as being a shifty multi-chrome shimmer that shifts pink to gold to green in a lightly tinted indigo base with red to black multi-chrome flakes. This one's going to retail for $12.50 and it will be capped at 350 bottles. This one applied very evenly and smoothly on that first coat. As you can see, I got a lot of those red to black multi-chrome flakes out. It did take 3 coats to build up to full opacity for me at this nail length. With my longer nails, I may even consider pairing it with a blurring base coat. But how pretty is that? It's just such a unique combination of multi-chrome shifts with red to black multi-chrome flakes. So here's what it looks like in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. You can see all of those gorgeous shifts, the pink, the gold, the green, the indigo, and then the red and black too. Pictured are 3 coats of Saffron Sizzle from Sassy Sauce Polish. Moving on to Wildflower Lacquer, they're bringing Illumination back to the polish pickup shop this month. It is described as being a very soft teal-leaning green base with a strong purple to pink to gold to green shifting shimmer. This one will retail for $13 and there will be no cap. This one had a smooth, easy to work with formula. I did find that it was on the sheer side. Even when I built it up to 3 coats, I did not reach full opacity completely. So if you've got nails about my length, you may want to pair a blurring base coat with this one. But if your nails are shorter than mine, you should probably have full opacity in 3 coats. And this bright lighting here, you can see that the base pulls kind of blue, and I found that on my skin tone, it kind of did look like a soft, beautiful, dusty-ish blue. And it had a gorgeous purple shimmer, but as you moved your nail around to indirect lighting, there you go. You can see all those other shifts to like a corally pink to gold to green. So shifty and fantastic. Pictured are 3 coats of illumination from Wildflower Lacquer. Coming back to the Wildflower Lacquer site in July is Potion. It's described as being a blue to purple to pink to gold linear holographic multi-chrome with holographic flakes. This is going to retail for $13. It will be available as an uncapped pre-order, and it will be available towards the end of July on the Wildflower Lacquer site from July 27th at noon Central Time through July 29th at noon Central Time. This was a new to me polish this month, and oh my goodness, where has it been my whole life? It was beautiful. Stunning opacity on that first coat. You can see it's nearly a 1 coater, and in 2 coats, I definitely reached full opacity. People with shorter nails, I think you might be all right in 1 thicker coat with this one, which is pretty impressive. And look at that hollow. Whew. It's beautiful. So here's what 2 coats looks like with the glossy top coat. I did not read the description until just now, and I almost thought that the base was a near black color, and it has multi-chrome shifts to purple, bluey, indigo, and green, and then gold at extreme angles and tons of hollow. It is fantastic. So many colors in this one. Pictured are 2 coats of Potion from Wildflower Lacquer. Returning to the indie pickup shop from Unicorn Magic Skincare is their deluxe cuticle balm in the scent Blue Hawaiian. This is their most popular product ever sold to date. So this tub is going to retail for $7.50. It's for half an ounce jar, and it's going to be capped at 200 jars. If you haven't used this product before, I highly recommend it. It might be, other than the lotion, I really love Unicorn Magic Skincare's lotion. I think their Deluxe Cuticle Balm is my very favorite product that they offer. It's super nourishing. It just melts into the skin. And it's like I put it on my cuticles and my skin's like, thank you, I needed this. It absorbs so quickly, and it's full of amazing, really moisturizing ingredients. The scent description is it's supposed to smell just like the cocktail: maraschino cherries, juicy orange, lemon, followed by tangy pineapple, acai berry, and sea spray, with base notes of sweet coconut, vanilla rum, and fresh ozone notes. It smells like summer. I smelled this and I was like, oh my gosh, take me to the beach. It smells absolutely amazing. If you like fruity scents, you're going to love this one. Coming to the polish pickup shop from Fair Maiden Polish is MINDFREAK. It's described as being a jelly orange with color shifting flakes and gold glitter flakes. Application for this one was great. It was super smooth and even. It had a jelly base and lots of those flakies packed in there. I think shorter nail lengths could get away with 2 coats for this one, but personally, I preferred 3. I felt like that deepened up the base color just a little bit more, and it gave me even more flakies. And trust me, you want all the flakies you can get with this one. They're fantastic. This has been on my lemmings list since, since whenever it came back to polish pickup the last time, and I missed it like an idiot. And I'm so happy to have it finally. I've been pining over it, and it's mine, and I couldn't be more thrilled. So here's what it looks like: 3 coats with a glossy top coat. A glossy top coat smoothed it out just fine. Nothing will be difficult to remove, and I am wearing this for Halloween this year. I'm so excited. It's amazing. Pictured are 3 coats of MINDFREAK from Fair Maiden Polish. And making its way to the Fair Maiden shop this month is Wildest Dreams 2.0. This one's described as being a dusky teal base that shifts purple to aqua to green. The difference between the original and this 2.0 version is it has a different kind of shimmer. The shifts are the same, but personally I felt like the shifts might be a little bit more noticeable in this 2.0 version. And this will retail for $12. This one had a gorgeous formula. It was on the more opaque side and it was fully opaque for me in 2 coats, which is pretty impressive to me, especially with the amount of shimmer that you get. Here in the bright lighting, you see a lot of the green, but in lower lighting and indirect lighting, you'll see more of the purple shift as well. This one was really nostalgic for me to swatch because it was actually the very first polish that I ever got sent to swatch, the original version, about 2 years ago. So it was a joy to have on my nails again. And I don't know. Thanks, Fair Maiden Polish, because now I get to swatch all these awesome polishes. Pictured are 2 coats of Fair Maiden Polish Wildest Dreams 2.0. And for the remainder of the video from here till the end, I only have single polishes, so I have one of the 2 polishes that each brand is bringing back. The first one is returning to the Polish Pickup Shop. It comes from Bee's Knees Lacquer, and it's called Doomicorn. It's described as being a cool-toned iris purple with glowing green to blue shimmer. On application, this one had a smooth, easy to work with formula. It has a lightly tinted purple base and lots of that super sparkly shimmer in there. In bright lighting, it appears to be like a bright, almost like limey green. And then once you take your hand into indirect lighting, you can see more of those shifts. But that's what it looks like in 3 coats. I reached almost full opacity, but if you've got nails longer than mine, you may want to pair this one with a blurring base coat. So here's what 3 coats looks like with a glossy top coat. In some lower outdoor lighting, you can see the shifts to green, to blue, to purple. I know so many people are thinking they're lucky stars this one's coming back. I'm glad too. I might even get a backup. Pictured are 3 coats of Doomicorn from Bee's Knees Lacquer. Returning to the polish pickup shop from Dom Nail Polish is Naps on Cloud 9. This one's described as a purple polish with ultra reflective silver glitters and assorted white glitters. This one will retail for $13 and it will be capped at 200 bottles. Application was easy for this one. It is completely packed with glitters, the white ones, the holographic ones, the reflective ones, so it built up very quickly. At this nail length, I reached full opacity in just 2 coats, but if you've got longer nails, I could see you maybe wanting 3 or to pair it with some kind of blurring base coat. This is going to dry down real textured, so you might want some kind of smoothing top coat underneath your glossy top coat. That's what you're looking at here, 2 coats with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. Removal will be pretty difficult because of all of the glitters, but my oh my, it is sparkly. The reflective with the hollow is really, really pretty in here, especially with that jelly base. It just gives you that really cool pond effect. Here's what it looks like under flashlight. This was maybe one of the first reflective polishes I ever swatched, so points to Dom Nail Polish for being innovative right from the start, but you can see the sparkle there. It's a really pretty polish. Pictured are 2 coats of Naps on Cloud 9 from Dom Nail Polish. Coming to the Noodles nail polish shop in July is Blueberry Lemonade. It's coming back as a 2.0 version. This is the original. I don't have the 2.0 version, but they look close enough in the picture to share, so I decided to share it anyway. The maker said that there's only 1 glitter changed between the 2. So the original Blueberry Lemonade is a lightly tinted blue base. It's like almost white, but it's got just a little bit of blue in there, and it's got an assortment of glitters in white, yellow, and a deeper blue. Really fun combination. The formula on this was really great. I thought it built up beautifully in just 2 coats, which is pretty awesome for a white curly. A lot of times they're more sheer than this. I would recommend, since it does have a light colored base, not overworking the polish and also going in for thinner coats so that you don't get dragging. But yeah, this one was fully opaque for me in 2 coats. I was pretty impressed. And the glitter mix, like I said, is just so much fun. It's adorable. So here's what 2 coats looks like with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. I definitely recommend some kind of glitter smoother for this because it has a lot of glitters in there and they do dry down quite textured. And because of the glitters, removal will be on the difficult side, but gorgeous finished look. This one I think is perfect for summer, for spring. Pictured are 2 coats of Blueberry Lemonade from Noodles Nail Polish. Headed to the Stella Chroma site for the after party. Yeah. Is Sagittarius, and it's described as being a purple matte base color packed with hollow and violet flakies, as well as green to gold to pink shifting shimmer. This one dries down matte. This one had a very easy to work with jelly leaning formula. I found that it had good opacity on that first coat and built up well in 2. Some nail lengths may be able to stop at 2, but personally I went in for 3 and did feel like it deepened up the base color just a little bit. I absolutely loved how large particle the shimmer is in here. And the violet flakies, they were so noticeable. And here's what it looks like built up in those 3 coats and dried down to its matte finish. So pretty. I pretty much never wear matte polishes, but this one I gotta get on my nails matte again. The shift, you can see it from the purple to the gold to the green here. So beautiful. But if you're a glossy lover, check this out. It's so pretty glossy too. So this one again is headed to the Stella Chroma site this July. Pictured are 3 coats of Sagittarius from Stella Chroma in its natural matte finish and then with a glossy top coat. And the final shade I have to share with you today comes from Indie by Patti Lopez. They're bringing back Purple Beauty to the polish pickup shop. This one is described as having a purple jelly base with Aurora foil shimmer. That's hard to say. Application for this one was wonderful too. I found that it needed 3 coats to reach full opacity for me, and I think most people will want 3 coats. It just helps deepen up the color and conceal that nail line. Longer nails, you may still see some visible nail line with this one in 3 coats, just a warning. But this is another one I'm so happy to see making a comeback. My goodness, it is gorgeous. It completely dazzled me when it released. The foily shimmer, the way they shift in different lighting, ooh, it is beautiful. So here's what it looks like in my studio lighting. You can see that shift to green, to gold, to purple, to pink. Super pretty and really shiny, like kind of metallic-y almost. And then here is what it looks like under some lower outdoor lighting. Oh my gosh, like shut up. Shut up. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. We get kind of like a, oh man, so many colors. It's beautiful. And then here is what it looks like in the sunlight outdoors. Super sparkly, a really gorgeous mid-tone shade of purple, and the shifts from pink. There's the gold, there's the green, there's the blue. Out of this world. Pictured are 3 coats of Purple Beauty from Indie Polish by Patti Lopez. So those are all the items I have to share with you that will be available for Rewind in July. There are going to be so many more amazing items available though. Make sure to check out the Polish Pickup wish list once it goes up. That should be up sometime Sunday, June 26th, usually in the afternoon. So y'all seem to really enjoy me sharing my top picks with you last month, so we're going to do that again this month. This part is completely personal preference. It's what kind of colors, shades, and finishes I enjoy wearing and applying and seeing on my nails personally. Obviously, all of the polishes coming back were best sellers for these makers. They're all incredibly gorgeous and you can't really go wrong with any of them. My first top pick comes from Indie Polish by Patti Lopez. It's called Purple Beauty and I think this one was inspired by saffron for the January condiments and spices, herbs, whatever, that month. The shifts in this one, oh my gosh. It like made me love purple on a whole new level. Like I always love purple. I feel like everybody pretty much likes purple polish, but I didn't really know how much I loved purple until I swatched this. It was completely breathtaking. The shifts are unlike anything I've seen. Speaking of purples, another one that I'm so happy to see coming back comes from Bee's Knees Lacquer. It's called DOOMICORN. I loved wearing this one. I think it's a gorgeous shade for summer, for spring as well. And I know a lot of people were really crossing their fingers that this would make its way back. So I'm so happy so many people are going to be able to get their hands on this polish finally. Two more. The next one is from Fair Maiden Polish. It's MINDFREAK. So I think this came back either last year or the year before. I don't remember, but I skipped on it. I was so stupid, so stupid. I skipped on it and had major regrets. Come Halloween and everybody had this on their nails, I was like, man, what was I thinking? Like, it's orange, it's flaky, it's shifty, it's glowy, oh my gosh. So when I saw this was being voted on and then Fair Maiden asked if I wanted to swatch it, I was like, are you kidding me? Yes. I think I might actually get a backup bottle of this one because I love it that much. The flakes are incredible. And my final favorite for the month, I think everybody and their mama already guessed, is Cuticula Dragon Glass. I am trying so hard not to judge you if you didn't grab this last time it came out in PPU. But seriously, if I could recommend one polish for all of PPU to grab, it would be this one. It was in my favorite polishes of 2021 video from last year. It might have even been my very favorite polish from that entire year, which is saying a lot, but this polish stole my heart like no other black dark vampy polish has. This kind of shade just on paper would not be my jam, but when I got it on my nails and when I saw the flakies in there, I was sold. And down in the comments, I will leave my wish list in case you're curious to see what else I'm gonna grab. And in case you're in the mood to see some more beautiful polishes be swatched, you should check out some of my recent videos. Earlier this week, I live swatched and reviewed and included some comparisons for polishes that are releasing in Bee's Knees Lacquer's Saga collection. I also recently live swatched and reviewed Rogue Lacquer's Summer Storms collection. And I recently live swatched and reviewed the newest collection from Wildflower Lacquer called Slow Burn. I'll leave those videos down in the description box in case you want to check them out. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!